Second thing I found on the internet is that there's rumors going around that Theory could be the first person to carry the Money in the Bank briefcase for an entire calendar year, meaning that Theory would hold on to the briefcase up until the 2023 Money in the Bank event, where he could cash in. Like, they could have some kind of countdown clock to how many minutes he has. I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I think that would be cool to see, like, a countdown clock and have the champion almost on edge, right? They're walking around the back, looking over their shoulder because they know. And what would be cool is to have him turn it in like with a minute to go.
Yeah.
And maybe get that pin right on the time limit.
That would be pretty cool.
And then have this big controversy. By then the title will kind of, I think, probably be off Roman. We'll be back into a cycle of other people being able to hold the title. So I'm all about this.
Yeah.
I don't go ahead.
Did I have a question?
Go ahead.
Do you ever think that there was any actual plans for him to be, what was it, the youngest Money in the Bank?
I do. I think when Vince McMahon was 100% in charge, that we were on a path that Theory was going to be the person to take it off of Roman Reigns.
And so what do you think could change?
I think that Triple H gets into power, and I think he looks at Theory and he tells him, you're not ready. And if we throw you into a position that you're not ready for, it's only going to hurt you. It's only, we talk about this with Liv Morgan, right? When you get put into a position that you're not ready for, it is detrimental to you, because you do. When you get a world title, we're talking WWE title, we're talking Universal, we're talking SmackDown or Raw women's titles, you get thrust into a spotlight that maybe is unfair criticism, and especially from people like me, right?
Yeah.
I have no problem with Liv Morgan. I thought Liv Morgan's trajectory was that she was getting better. I don't think she was ever there, but I think she was getting better. And then you throw her into the spotlight, and now I have to judge her not as just Liv Morgan, but I have to judge her against Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Charlotte. You thrust them into a spotlight where there's now direct comparison to the people who've come before you.
Yeah.
And so I think with Theory, the conversation's easy. If you're Triple H, you say, look, you're not ready for this, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. We have 365 days to make this work.
And let's get you to the point you need to be.
Let's get the crowd back on. When I say on your side, let's get the cheap heat away, and let's rebuild your character. You kind of aligning him with Seth Rollins, kind of getting him out, still allowing him to win. Let's let you look strong. And then, like, you know, he can do some interesting things. He can keep teasing to stay relevant. And then next year, when we start getting closer and closer, the anticipation will build, and it'll be his time to kind of to shine.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.